Live from our Jackson studio. Live from the Midtown Jackson studio and live from well into Deep 13. This is Last Call Cafe on Spreaker with the animalistic Jay the Brain Man, the animalistic Matthew the Wizard Nichols, and the pause for consideration, Steve the Baxman Baxley. I'm Franklin Pangborn, your announcer, with Morgul as the friendly drone. Let's go to the cafe and find out what's going on and join the guys on a whole crowd. It's Last Call Cafe on Spreaker.
And run.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome, one and all, to the Corsican Ball. That's right. It's round 2, part 2, part jellyfish. This is the Last Call Cafe as Franklin Pangborn, in town in his own little fashion. I am Steve the Baxman Baxley. Pretty much says enough for me. I'll introduce the rest of the folks. He is, of course, the mad genius of the gaming industry, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Magnetism himself, the wizard, Matthew Nichols.
Yep.
And what can you say about this gentleman that has been said before? Plenty, a lot. Lee Still, undefeated, unchallenged, undeterred, and still perfect. That's why he's undefeated. He is the intergender wrestling champion of the world, the host of the merely successful Wrestle Anime Hut, Jay the Brain Man presents therein, Saturday nights at 11:30, right here on Spreaker. He is Betty White's favorite goo toy. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the one, the only
Jay the Brain Man person. What am I saying? Jay the Brain Man, the world's smartest WWA manager to get to Wow.
And if you wish a transcript of that, good luck. Okay. How's everybody doing? Everybody doing good? 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 Matt, how you doing?
Doing all right. Right now, I'm just waiting for Diamond G to go live on our Twitch.
Another visit from the Diamond Exchange for Twitch folk. Cool. Anyway, welcome aboard. For those of you that continue to be like all of us, cooped up in this wild world of staying in place or shelter in place, welcome to our world. We are slowly getting things back to normal here. Yes, we are wearing masks. My mask is that of the Cesar Romero Joker. I don't know what mask Matthew is wearing. What are you wearing, Matthew?
I'm not really wearing a mask right now.
Oh. And And Jay, what mask are you wearing?
It's a mask of you.
Oh, lovely. I thought we weren't going to wear horror masks. Anyway, let's get on with this with the usual flair for the dramatic, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Pangmore, if you will, please. Let's get on with this with a little fun, little fiesta that we like to call the gamers music, if we can, for our gamers. There we go. A little gamers royalty-free music. And do your best announcing, sir. Whoops.
This is Gamer News with a wizard, Matthew Nichols.
Thanks, Franklin. Okay, this week on Gamer News. Yesterday, Microsoft had their Xbox gameplay review stream, and we have 13 games that are going to be Xbox Series X optimized titles. They are Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Bright Memory Infinite, Call to Sea, Chorus, Dirt 5, Madden NFL 21, Scarlet Nexus, Scorn, Second Extinction, The Ascent, The Medium, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, and Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Wild.
Yep. You can find all these trailers on YouTube. And that's pretty much it for Gamers News. Though Microsoft is going to hold another event in July, and Sony's event's going to happen in June sometime. That's it.
It's going to be fun.
This has been Gamer News with Matthew the Wizard Nichols. I'm Franklin Pangmore.
Okay, gracias, Franklin. Thank you, Matthew. And how you doing, everybody? All right, we're starting off on a good note. And we're going to keep starting off on these good notes. Good vibrations, one and all. Okay, I think we got our first comedy bit that we're going to give you here. And let's see what we got here for you. A little, hopefully I think we can play this. Okay, let's see. Let's have a little bit of classic comedy from our friends in the wondrous place of place, BBC. A little bit of a thing called Hole in the Floor from Southern Mothers Do Adam. So, here we go. Enjoy. Hopefully you can be hearing them.
Not hearing nothing.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything either.
Ah, shoot. Okay, hang on. Let's see. Let me pop up my little rock picker here. Ah, Lord. Because I know if I unplug my speakers, I won't be heard. Ah. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see, can I do anything? Can I do anything right here? Okay, so there's no dead air here for what we're trying to do here is play a little comedy bit from little, as I say, public domain. And, well, let's put it this way. I don't know if Thank you. Thank you. We do our best. Okay. Oh boy. This is great. How and it says connect spikes. Ah, fantastic. I think this could save ourselves here. Just clicked on royalty-free library. And nothing is happening. Okay. Come on, royalty-free. Come on, royalty-free. I don't want to keep, where am I here? Yep, Brave. Okay. Okay, we are slowly coming to normal here. Good luck to us all. Royalty-free library. Okay. I don't want Microsoft app. I want Brave. There we go. How brave is my brownie?
A brave brownie.
Yes, a brave brownie. Okay. Come on, royalty free. Undu-toi. Lord Hargraves, where are you when we need you? Ah, Lord. Yeah. This is going very well. But we are trying, folks. We are trying.
Should I pause the recording until you figure out what the heck you're doing?
Yeah, if it'll give us a little access, and we'll try to get things going from here, but...
Alright, well, I guess I'll pause it and we'll be back after Steve figures out what he's doing. Right, we're on.
Okay, folks, as we're sort of new at this, we're going to try to figure things out. So what we're just going to do here is get the general out here and attempt to get everything back to semi-normal. So, Mon General, if you please.
Thank you.
Thank you, boys. Hello there. And welcome to my segment, the Insidious Belch of the Week. And thank you. And may have to give it to you again, Bax. How you doing, gentlemen? Doing okay? Tell Diamond Chi we say hello to thee. Okay, now let's get the other half of this brotherhood in. Okay. Tonight our where are you there, Sergeant? Thank you. Sergeant Beauregard is joining me here. But tonight we're doing a little belch. And the belch has to go to the governor. And that is Governor Whitmer, for continuing to press our patience with this stay-at-home stuff. And frankly, we should just be allowed to step out, breathe. Let the economy breathe. So, Governor Whitmer, you've canceled so many things because of this. While we agree it will help, it's really just hurting. I mean, there's no common ground. There's no pride parades. There's no Gus Macker tournaments. There's nothing. You just basically shut us all down to where we're playing Parcheesi or worse, Tiddlywinks. So, Governor, this belch is for you. When ready, fire. Ooh, I like that little belch reverb. That's what I love. Anyway, Bax, y'all, you're doing a good job under conditions that are still new, but you're doing good. Keep up the good work, and blessings. Have a great weekend. See you next Friday night. I am the General, Big Jimmy, Billy Bob Bo Schwartz. Remember, if you do bad, we know who to belch. Dismissed. Okay, what a guy that General is. What a tremendous guy he is. Okay, let's see if we can salvage this with we had gamer news. We just don't know, we do know how to do an audio, but we're going to make sure we're going to do the clips before we do everything else. So that's one thing we've learned: preparation and make it good. So have no fear. Everything will be back to somewhat subdued normality by next week here on the podcast. But right now, we're going to get you ready for a little I before E, gentlemen. Let's get you some weird news, shall we? And we scan the globe to bring you such weirdness that it's well worth the reading. Okay, Steve, Jay, Matt, Bob, Carol, Ted, Alice. And here we go, little weird news. Funny, strange, odd news stories from around the world. Let's go to it. Let's go surfing. Okay. Let's go surfing. Let's go to it. Let's go some weird news. Ooh. And here we go, kids. Weddings. I don't know how many of you attended weird weddings in your life, but we had a gate crasher at one. Let's give you the story, shall we? A woman has come clean about how she gate crashed her ex-boyfriend's wedding and accidentally revealed to the bride that the baby she was carrying was her now husband's. Awkward. The anonymous woman explained that her and her ex had dated for 3 years before they broke up, and he later got into a relationship with his now current partner, whom he was marrying. Of the wedding, she said, quote, "Like you could guess, I wasn't personally invited, nor was I told anything about it from him, even though we spoke daily. Well, I found out about it from his grandmother, we're close, and she suggested I gate crash and that she would cover for me. Think she doesn't like the bride? And since she had completely found closure after the relationship ended, the ex-girlfriend agreed. When the day arrived, his grandmother sneaked her in so she could watch the ceremony. She said, "It was beautiful. I shed a few tears, but it really solidified things. I bet." Once it finished, she was getting ready to leave, but his grandmother pushed her to go to the reception as well and sit next to her at the family table. "Pretty awkward, I went," she added. "I was still mingling with the family, standing up when the bride and groom came. They came and greeted, and she congratulated me on the pregnancy. I thanked her and said something about how I couldn't wait to co-parent with the two of them. Turns out that she didn't know that I was pregnant. 5 months at the time, with his child the whole time. She lost her and ran out. He tried to run after her, but then her dad came and started a scene. Luckily for me, my ex-brother came and helped get me out of there as soon as possible." After all the drama of the big day, she revealed that her ex still checks in on her for updates on the pregnancy, and was later told by his grandmother that couple broke up and got an annulment. The woman took to Reddit to ask users for advice after all the drama. One user said the grandmother's plan worked to perfection. She knew the bride didn't know, and she didn't want to be the one to tell her because she didn't want her grandson to blame her. So she contrived a situation where she knew she'd find out. The final part of the plan will be to try to get you and him back together. If that works out, she's an evil genius. Another agreed. Don't go to weddings you weren't invited to. Groom's grandma, don't invite people to a wedding that isn't yours. Groom, maybe tell your fiance if you got someone that wasn't her pregnant. And we got a few comments on that story. Well, let's see. Not exactly a lot of commentary for the I guess you could say the lady. Okay, here in the beauty trends, a woman cannot wear shoes or go for a run because of her extra long toenails. People please, this is why they invented scissors or clippers. And here we go. Arinda Storm Weaver very rarely cuts her toenails, and as a result, they're incredibly long. So long that she can't wear closed-toe shoes or go for a run. And while the length shocks some people, there are many who really enjoy them, and a number will even pay her for videos of her feet. The 58-year-old who lives in Columbus, Ohio, see, you had to figure it was from Ohio, charges £11.50 for a 10-minute clip of her toenails and makes so much money from these videos that she was able to quit her career as an account specialist. She also shares photos of her hands and feet on social media, which is where she first discovered nail fetishes were a thing. Oh, brother. Ah, yes. Back in 2006, while recovering from a double mastectomy, Arienda uploaded a few photos of her long fingernails next to up on MySpace just to show them off. They soon began garnering a lot of attention. She realized there was also serious money to be made, especially from toes. Speaking to Metro, she said, I opted to start growing them for the toenail guys. Quote, I discovered I can make money from having long toenails, so I just let them grow. Oh, boy. Miranda now identifies as a nail does make a lot of money for nails. There are a few downsides. She explained, wearing closed-toed shoes is not possible with my toenails. I also cannot wear heels any longer. They tend to make me walk slower, and I also cannot run with them. So there truly is agony and defeat. Agony in defeat. You see what I did there. Sadist. All right. Our next little weird news story is a woman. Well, if you love feet, you'll love this. There's a woman famous for huge painted-on eyebrows. Shares a jaw-dropping snap without them. Shocking. Instagram star with huge painted-on eyebrows is left fan shocked after sharing a natural picture of herself. Angelika Protakanova was 106,000 followers, looks almost unrecognizable with her distinctive brows. She shot to fame after a fellow passenger snapped a picture of her on the bus online, with the post going viral. However, the attention only spurred the young influencer on, prompting her to paint even bigger eyebrows on her forehead, shades of grouchy marks. Angelika from Yakutsk, Russia, of course, makes a living through advertising as Russian brands are desperate for her to promote their product. You think her giant eyebrows would mean she gets spotted all the time in the streets? Well, when the influencer hasn't got them drawn on, she blends in with the crowd, the Daily Star reports. Her natural eyebrows look a lot more normal than you may expect. In one photo, the bare-faced Instagram star toned down her eyebrows and are bright to the talking. Her arches are a much lighter shade than the Angry Bird ones she usually sprouts. I think she's nice. They're also noticeably sparser, which isn't surprising given how thickly they're usually drawn on. Her story comes after a Brit slammed a beauty salon for giving her the world's biggest eyebrows. Melissa Ryan claims she was pressured into getting her brows laminated by a member of staff who wasn't fully qualified, both of which the salon denies after she had a lip filler treatment. She blasted the company, saying her job blindfolded. The owner of the parlor has hit back, claiming she offered to thin her brows after the treatment. Kent Live reports, adding she had been subjected to social media abuse following the complaint. The 21-year-old posted a description of her experience and a picture of her eyebrows on Facebook with more than 1,000 people sharing her status. Not bad. I wonder if she's got a friend that has blonde curls and doesn't speak but loves the harp, and another friend that wears something very unusual and speaks with an Italian accent. Anyway, more weird news. And do we need some weirdness? Yes, friends. On our relationship division. Oh, here we go, kiddies. A woman who asked her boyfriend to move in with her for the coronavirus lockdown has been left disgusted with his terrible aim when it comes to going to the toilet. The anonymous woman, 28, and her equally anonymous boyfriend, 30, had been together for a year when they decided to go into lockdown together at her apartment. They made the decision as she lived alone while he had roommates, and her apartment was just nicer and everything went smoothly at the beginning. But after a couple of weeks, she started noticing that the bathroom floor was suddenly always wet around the toilet and couldn't understand why. Ring around the toilet, ring around the toilet. At first, she assumed it was water, but quickly realized it was actually urine. Oh, yes. After politely asking her boyfriend about it, he apologized and put it down to his bad aim, but said he'd try harder. Yet, weeks down the line, the floor continued to be frequently spattered with piss, so she confronted him again, since it's pretty gross to step in his pee several times a week, and it seemed like an easy thing to fix. She said he could wipe it up with some tissue or a cleaning wipe, which aren't even kept in a cabinet next to the toilet. And although he apologized again, it continued to happen. Writing on Reddit, she explained, I thought about asking him to just pee into the bathtub or something instead, because I don't understand how you can pee on the floor by accident so often and not notice and not clean it up. True. Last night I got up to use the bathroom in the middle of the night and absolutely stepped in piss for the 1,231st for the zillionth time. We'll just put it that way. I had it, and I didn't want to pick a fight or ask him again since it seemed clear he can't or won't change. So I got one of my dog's wee-wee pads from when he was a puppy. He's well trained now. And cut it up a bit and tipped it down to because for toilet at least up door the urine. Oh, John, his GF saw this morning and is furious with these. I'm calling him the dog, carrying him down, etc. Honestly, I was just trying to be resourceful. So myself, I don't like this on my bed. I didn't feel like arguing about it anymore, putting material specifically meant to absorb pee around the area. He keeps peeing on by acting like a pregnant. She took to Reddit, hope that you should tell her whether she was wrong, but a number agreed that she'd done the right thing. One person said, if he pays like an animal, then this perfectly consider it. This is disgusting. Another agreed. I honestly consider television needs to sound the A third then said, my 9-year-old son used to do this. It stopped and I made him clean it up by himself every single time. After about a week of cleaning up pee 5 times a day, he learned how bloody he is 9. My boyfriend's bathroom looks like. Does he have a mud floor that he never cleans up? Or does he clean up at home? He's just expecting his girlfriend to clean up after him at her place. I say this. Bravo. Trying to determine how to aim. Maybe it would have been better. Oh, I don't know if I should say this. Maybe it would be better if she held on to it at the toilet. I mean, really. Think about it. Okay, our final little weird news item is this. A worker is considering quitting their job after their colleagues accidentally overheard them talking during a work-from-home video meeting. They explained that they're fortunate to be able to continue their job on their own key to the office, but admit they have let some bad happen every been to people when they're asked to join a meeting on Zoom. Anonymous worker revealed that if they're in a mute the microphone and sit on the sofa, play video games, and browse the internet, or eat lunch. The problem came about because the person they an odd quirk, which they did during a call, leaving them mortified. This person said, I packed my food into my cell. On the day in question, I had a sandwich and some pita chips with hummus. So I told it something like, there's hummus among us. Or when I had a chip, I would say things like, that's what I call a chip and Mr. Pita. And the sandwich, I pretended it insulted me. So I was like, did you just call me a piece? There I would confront it or comfort it like, don't worry, had my fiber gummies, so you're coming out smooth. End quote. Paying little attention to the meeting, they realized their name was being said and quickly set in that everyone on the other end could hear every word. Manager demanded they muted the microphone as others laughed and the worker mumbled an apology and embarrassment. The manager sent a stern email afterwards, and colleagues have been making fun of what they overheard on the work instant messaging service. Panicking that it may have a negative effect on their career, others on Reddit were quick to reassure the worker when they were considering quitting the following day. One person advised, you'd probably find that it brought a ray of happiness to some people in this stressful time. Get in on jokes and take it on the chin. It could have been a lot worse. We all have our little quirks that we hide away. Yeah, some of us, I don't know, some of us, I know a guy that collected toenails. Yeah. Time is not an influence here, but still. All right. Let's see here. Here we go. Our final weird news item comes from the world of pets. And here we go. A no-nonsense dog has taught himself to sit in the driver's seat and press his paw on the car horn until his owner returns when he feels lonely. Wally, the boxer, even shoots some serious side-eye at his human, Tyler Foust, if he feels he hasn't been quick enough to come running back. Recently, Tyler was finishing, get up there, boys, paying inside a shop near his home in Wisconsin when he heard a car horn blaring from outside. Despite the 32-year-old only being in the shop for a couple of minutes, Wally had decided that enough was enough, and he sat upright in the driver's seat to push his left paw on the Ford pickup truck steering wheel. Oh, boy. Hilarity ensuing. Tyler filmed the hilarious footage showing the 2-year-old dog keeping his paw on the horn until he returned. It's not until the owner reaches some window that Wally turns to deliver a very unimpressive look without shifting his paw from the horn for a second. Unfortunately for dairy farmer Tyler, it wasn't a one-off incident, and Wally uses the cheeky trick whenever he gets impatient or wants attention. The video has racked up more than 200,000 views after being uploaded to Facebook, with many commenting on hilarious. Wally has left them in stitches with his sassy attitude. Tyler said, as soon as I heard the honking, I knew it was Wally. He learned to honk about 6 months ago, and now he does it whenever he wants my attention. I just couldn't get over the serious side-eye he gave me when I got to the door. He didn't even stop pressing the horn until I opened the door. Wally's getting more and more impatient as he gets older. I was only inside the shop for 2 minutes before he started this time. He's certainly not shy about using it to get attention. He doesn't care whether he sat outside a shop or even my kid's school. We have had Wally since he was a puppy, and he has a unique set of abilities, including opening doors, whether he has to push or pull with his paw. Yeah, that's Sneaky Dog. Then again, what have I got to talk about? I've got a cat that wakes me up by jumping on my stomach. Ah, yes, folks. We all have those things, don't we? Yes, indeed. And our final one, yes, I think you all saw this on the news, but it bears extensive reporting here. Yes, friends, a 5-year-old boy stole his parents' car after his mom refused to buy him a Lamborghini and managed to drive 2 miles before being pulled over by the Popo. The Utah Highway Patrol officer who stopped him couldn't believe his eyes when he saw a 5-year-old sitting in the driver's seat. He had initially thought the driver was impaired. The 5-year-old explained to the confused officer that his parents were at work and his older sibling was watching over him. But without his babysitter's knowledge, he had managed to get a hold of his parents' car keys, and the youngster had only one destination in mind when he set out on his epic escape: California, which is a 12-hour drive from his home in Utah. And why California? Buy himself his dream supercar with only $3 in his pocket. The young boy made it 2 miles before being pulled over by Highway Officer Rick Morgan. Rick said, "He was upset and on the verge of tears, and it was short one-word answers that he gave. His parents said that he had not driven before. This was the first time that he did anything like this. Thankfully, he was not injured, nor was anybody else." They took to Twitter to share the news. One of our troopers in Weber County initiated a traffic stop on what he thought was an impaired driver. Turns out this young man was 5, somehow made his way up onto the freeway in his parents' car. Made it from 17th and Lincoln and Ogden down to 25th Street off-ramp southbound I-15. With which one person said, "How did he know to pull over?" Another one commented, "Good work, officer. However, I'm also rather impressed the boy made it that far without harming himself or others." But a number of other folks were more confused by how old he looked. "Age 5, this man looked like he got 9'5" and a family waiting for him back home. And a fourth added, "How many 5-year-olds have a wallet with any money in it at all? How does a 5-year-old know to drive? Not just there." Well, mysteries that deserve to be solved by other people other than us. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the weird news of the week. All right. How far have we gone so far?
We are
Not far enough.
We are at 44 minutes exactly.
We are at 44 minutes, did you say?
That's what I said.
Okay. We're done. This has been part 2 of a 185-part extravaganza. And next, yes?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, let's see. What else? Yes?
Nobody's saying anything, Steve.
The more odd, the more even. You'll hear it here. First, last, and always.
Let's wrap up the show before you start hearing more voices in your head, Steve.
Okay. Okay,
You know how
okay.
to wrap up a show,
a little
right?
respite is good as anything. I'll make sure next. Yes, I do. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us. We thank you for listening in. As always, comment as if it is deserved, and it is. And we'll try harder next week. Until then, for the brain, for the wizard, I am the Baxman. Cuckoo, cuckoo, boys and girls. We gone.
Yep.
Hit the button.